Hi, Professor. Hi, class. My name is Kennedy Bird. I am 22 years old and I am an online student at GCU. This is my first time attending a university. I was at Macomb Community College after high school before here a few years before I um, applied at GCU. Um, I always knew I wanted to be a teacher since I was in school. Just changing kids' lives for the better, shaping my community to be the best it can be in any educational environment, even if it's just within my own household, because I do have two children myself. Very, very young. They're not in school yet. Um, but just helping children and uplifting them, letting them know that they can do anything that they want. They can be anything that they want. Just really shaping their lives and shaping their minds to the best of their abilities. Yeah, just helping out my community. I really want to be more involved in my community, either with fundraisers or charities, things that's going on in different schools, just around wherever we are in the world. Um, so, yes, I do not reside in Arizona. I am in Michigan. I'm sure there is a lot of you guys, who aren't from Arizona that is an online student at GCU. It is such a great school. I resonate with it and like the beliefs in the background of GCU on, just a Christian level. I do believe in God. So from that standpoint, I really felt like GCU was the university for me. Um, I I always I always ask God to give me patience because I sometimes tend to not listen to his word, or I just procrastinate so much. And I delay my progress, I delay my goals by doing that. And there's just so much I am excited to work on and learn about myself while I am at GCU, because we learn things every day. There's no end to learning at all. Um, what else about myself? I am I am a little bit of a shy person, so when professor put on the calendar in where we see our assignments that it was a video assignment, I was a bit nervous. This is actually my second attempt of doing this. Um, but I know no one will judge me. I know we are all reading our other peers' videos as insight and to gain more information about the topic we are learning. So with that being said, just bear with me. Yes. Okay. The dispositions I possess that will make a successful teacher are fairness, compassion, dedication, respect for others, and advocacy. I will stand up for all my future students, enforcing equality and justice. Um, future, sorry, the way I write is, to my understanding, and like I said, this is my second attempt. I had tried this yesterday, so this is like I'm reviewing this all again. Um, Showing empathy in my students' matters and obstacles, being supportive in any way that I can, engaging one-on-one time with my future students. Just to sum that up, guys, I am a very fair person, and I was bullied in school at one point in time. It was elementary school. So fairness is something that is very big for me. Um, making sure that students' voices are heard in an academic setting, not letting anyone feel left out, and no matter how small they think their issue is, it's not. Your feelings, your emotions, what you feel, what you are going through is never a small matter. And I think a lot of people or parents or adults or teachers that have that old school mindset, or just a mindset that they were taught to learn, sometimes conflicts with that student, and it makes that student feel like they aren't important, or whatever they're going through is not important. But that's not true, not in my opinion. And yeah, just equality and justice, making things fair, treating students the same, treating everybody the same, really, especially if that person has not done any harm to you. We tend to judge, and we tend to overlook that we literally are all human beings. There is no what's the word, superiority. Like, no one is better than the other person, is what I'm trying to say. So yes, I am very, very compassionate about lots of things, but children and how they feel is definitely at the top of the list. I do want to get my master's degree in elementary education, but I also want to further my education after that. I don't want to just stop there. I really did think about being a school counselor, like after I get a lot of teaching done throughout over the years, and maybe further that into a profession in understanding the child's mind. I am very, very interested in psychological approaches when it comes to children. So I forgot to mention that in my intro to introducing myself. Elementary education is definitely my main goal, but I do want to further my education after that. Okay, so the dispositions, actually, I lied more for the first topic. I'm sorry, this is all over the place, guys. Please forgive me. The next video assignment we're gonna do will be way better than this one. Okay, using my voice to create a safe educational environment, dedication to professional learning and progression, and my academic journey. Treating all students fairly, no matter their culture, teaching them about diversity in different backgrounds. Yeah, that just ties into, like I said, no judging and treating all students the same. Equality is very big in, like, all over the world, not just in an educational setting. And I think lots of people, especially not people from America, forget that, you know. Okay, the dispositions that I need to work on as a first year student are high expectations, reflection, and curiosity. I never want to push my students too hard or overachieve with anything. Growing up, I struggled with that. And actually, not even growing up now, I think I tend to set high expectations for myself, and then it becomes draining because I'm trying to get every single thing done at a certain amount of time. And I think that all ties into, of course, another aspect of my life that I need to figure out. But I never want to push my students too hard, like my future students in my classroom. So high expectations is something I need to work on, because having high expectations can be a good thing. I just struggle to weigh out my cons and pros when it comes to that topic. I need to improve my ways as a teacher in terms of my actions and my decision making. Becoming more knowledgeable about the world around me. I am a very curious person, but I tend to sometimes think I know everything. I don't need any more knowledge when it comes to education. Um, and that's so, and I don't know why I think that, because knowledge is everywhere. We learn something new every day. Yes, I am young. Yes, I am only 22 years old, but I worked at, and like I said, this is all for experience too. I wanted to be experience different educational like environments. So yes, I did work at a daycare, which that was very, very different from working at a school. And I just, the differences between working there at a daycare as my first job, I thought, oh, so this is what it's gonna be like. I don't want to do this. And then when I went to work as a lunch aide at a school, I'm like, wow, this is totally different. The rules are different. The environment is different. The support is different. Everything was different. And I knew then there's just so much to learn in an educational environment, in an educational setting. Like, you will never stop learning about things, and you do forget, and you know, sometimes you forget, and it comes back to you when you learn about a certain topic, or what you're learning about, or you know, for that class, or what you're learning that for. So yeah, I definitely do need to work on my curiosity in an educational setting. The qualities professional educators should display. Oh, I'm sorry. I already see, guys, the way I write. I'm sorry. I warned you guys. I'm sorry. And I really don't feel like redoing this video. So we're just gonna browse. We're just gonna, okay. Um, whew. Honesty and trustworthy characteristics, I believe, are qualities professional educators should have. Professional conduct to uphold that leadership role. Lastly, reflection on their actions and their decisions to improve their awareness in the classroom. And a promise to always be better 24/7. Also, learning 24/7 and showing their future students great achievable things to accomplish their goals. Now, to clarify that whole thing into a shorter perspective, when I say professional conduct to uphold that leadership role, I just mean having their students view them in a positive way. Sometimes leadership roles can not be so positive, right? And lead that learner down a path that is not for them. Sometimes leaders tend to only think about their point of view and them, you know, and not consider the learners and making it a group thing, right? So that's why I just say professional conduct, because we all know the rules to professional conduct, especially in an educational environment. And reflection, just reflection on their actions and decision making when it comes to students and children. Just like I said for myself, I need to work on that. Whether that's time management, communication, you know what I mean? It can be, it's so broad. It can be anything really that teacher specifically needs to work on. Yeah, and just a promise to always learn themselves